Hi, everyone. Most leaders don't lose our trust because they lack strength. They lose it because of something far more subtle. In my last video, we explored why accountability matters and how without it, leadership can slip into patterns of self-interest at the expense of others. But accountability alone isn't enough. There's a second principle, one that determines whether a leader can actually stay in integrity. But before we go deeper into that, here's a quick reminder of the first principle, because the two of them work together to create balanced leadership. The first principle, accountability, isn't just practical, it's spiritual. And here's why. It helps prevent patterns of narcissistic leadership, which from a spiritual perspective is disoriented masculine energy, or in plain terms, getting what I want at your expense. If you'd like to explore more about accountability's spiritual nature, you can watch the earlier video, Who Can We Trust? Why We Keep Trusting the Wrong Leaders. Now, the second principle is the willingness to receive support. And that might seem obvious until you look more closely. This principle helps to guard against disoriented feminine energy and a codependent leadership style. This is where a leader is driven by the need for approval. In this kind of leadership, someone tries to do everything themselves or micromanages people. It's common to have a difficult time trusting in others when you are in a codependent leadership style. And just to be clear, when I talk about masculine or feminine energy here, I'm not talking about men or women. I'm talking about energy, yang, masculine, or yin, feminine, that becomes disoriented when it's separated from love. So any leader can express a mix of these patterns. What the principle of support does is to invite a leader to actively engage in the wisdom and perspective of others. For example, if a business needs to make difficult decisions like cutting services or personnel, it's not enough to look at the numbers alone. Wise leaders seek input. They consider impact. They allow others to help them see what they might miss. Because decisions made in isolation often create harm, even when they're meant to solve a problem. Receiving support leads to more grounded, thoughtful decisions and ultimately greater trust. And leaders who are open to support tend to surround themselves with knowledgeable, skilled people who will not only advise them, but challenge them when it's needed. This also means they're more open to being held accountable. So when I'm assessing a leader, I often ask, do they seek support before making important decisions? And you can usually tell. They say things like, my team and I, or I consulted with, or based on the guidance of these experts. So when we bring all of this together, as we teach in She Rising Academy, balanced leadership isn't about perfection. It's about a willingness to be accountable and receive support. These are the two qualities I look for beyond the issues and opinions when I'm trying to decide whether someone is truly trustworthy. So I'm curious about you. When you feel into the leaders you trust, go into your intuition, what qualities inside of them allow you to trust them? I hope you share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe and like to get more teachings on conscious leadership, emotional healing, and compassionate awakening. Know that I love you and honor all the ways you are helping to bring compassion into this world.